What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mel on Mars. I want to thank you for joining me today. I want to welcome you to my perspective of the wonderful worlds of music, athletics, relationships, and spirituality. Fellas, I'm here for you guys. We all want to know how the mind of a woman works. What does she think is sexy? I mean, what can I do to attract more women? I'm here for you. Join me next. Alright guys, so let's talk about 10 things that women think are sexy. I know I'm talking from a male perspective, so you think. No, I polled women across my social media to give me the things that they think are sexy on a man or about a man. And I got several responses on my page, also in my email, and some of them direct messaged me. I got plenty of response, and I think we have 10 common traits that women really do love about men and think are sexy overall. Now, out of those, I want to just be clear. I'm not necessarily going to talk about features that we can't change or things that men cannot change that were specific to some women that they like eye color or stuff like that. You can't change certain things about you. What I wanted to do is narrow this list down to 10 things that every man can do in order to attract more women. So that's the caveat I want to put out there for this particular list. Yes, it's my list based on the responses I received from women. So some of you may agree, some of you may not agree. But let's get into it. Number 1. Attentiveness. Eye contact. Women love eye contact. They love to be, just like men, we get respect from eye contact, but a woman wants to feel your presence. And the best way that they can feel our presence, fellas, is by looking them in the eye. Also, with the attentiveness, we have to listen. Listen with the intent of paying attention. Not just listening, on our cell phones and yeah, I heard everything you said. I can repeat everything you just said. Yeah. Oh, but the game on, or you know how we all fellas. We really can listen because we are masters at compartmentalizing, and we masters at doing one thing while we're thinking about something else. But a woman wants your full undivided attention. And when she talks, fellas, we gotta listen and don't try to have all the answers. We're Mr. Fix It. Every man that's on the sound of my voice, even if you're not a handyman, whatever your area of expertise is, you love to be Mr. Fix It. I understand. I'm the same way. But we can't fix every problem. We gotta allow the women to talk as they love to do. and all in all, most of the time anyway, they figure their own situations out. All they really want us to do is be their girlfriend for a moment, be their homegirl for a moment. Do that. What? You playing? No, she didn't. And what you say? The number one line, fellas, that I use that works every time. I know that must be so tough for you to deal with. Tell me about it. I know it must be so much for you to deal with. I mean, it just makes her feel like, oh, he cares. Because they don't want all the answers, because you know how women are. Come on, y'all. I'll move on. Number 2, make her laugh. Not only make her laugh, but laugh at her jokes. Women love to feel like you can laugh at their jokes. Now, don't get me wrong. I may get in trouble for saying this. I don't really like hearing a lot of women's stories, and I don't really find a lot of women comedians to be that funny. I'm just being real. So But you gotta fight through that, fellas, and find that punchline in that story and laugh with her because it makes her feel validated. It makes her feel like you value her comedy just as much as she values yours. So it's important for us to make the woman laugh because laughter is good for the soul. We're trying to become soul mates. Yeah, so something that's good for the soul mates, creates an instant bond. So let's bring that laughter, fellas. But with that, don't overdo it. Don't don't do all that, man. Just yeah. That was a good one, girl, man. You're hilarious. A lot of times women don't make me laugh, but for some reason or other, you just made me laugh. That will work, fellas. Come on now. Number 3. And this is one I got so many times from the responses I received. Women love a man that carries himself well. They look at how we carry ourselves. So that includes all of these. The way we talk. Women want us to talk properly. Want us to use proper language. Speak the English language correctly. Say mama, say yo. They don't want all that. That's cool back in the 90s and all that, but now women want us to talk right, fellas. They want us to talk correctly. I think I need to talk correctly. They want us to talk correctly. Use your best interview language when you talk to her. When you text her, use that same grammar. Use that proper grammar when you text her, when you email her. Whatever way you communicate to her, do it properly. The way we dress. Now this is, like I said, I'm not going to tell anyone to change. I'm not going to point out anything that you can't change yourself. But the way we dress, fellas, can really gain a woman's attention because it's not about what you wear necessarily, because every woman has her own taste of what she like on a man. Some women like business professional. Some women like, the swag of like Allen Iverson, like the hip hop wear, or all that. There's so many different ways you can dress. But are you taking time to look your best? That's what women love. Are you taking time to groom yourself? To iron your clothes, or to, like we all should know by now, the outfit starts from the ground up. So women really look at our shoes, So your shoes. Another thing that goes with your appearance, the way we smell. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect in this. And anything I mention on this list is for me as well, including the smell. We gotta be sure, because fellas, we can go, a day, skip a day. I took a shower yesterday. I'll take a shower tomorrow, and or we, just don't think about the emphasis that cologne and either we put too much or at times, so we don't think about how impactful cologne and smelling great and soap and body wash, all that stuff can impact. It's something about, for us, when a woman passes by us with that beautiful smell, I'm sure it works the same way for us, for them. To pass by them smelling well and subtle fragrances all over us can go a long way, from what they told me. And then they also mentioned our walk. Are you walking with confidence and swag? Are you walking with the sure confidence that I'm my own man, that I'm gonna do my own thing, in my space, in my area right here? It's a good thing going on. And ultimately, we gotta be ourselves. Be yourself. It's nothing, can't nothing go further than you being yourself. I mean, the worst thing you can do is try to be somebody else, because eventually it's going to come out that that's not you. That's not who you are. It's not what you represent. You know, when the push comes to shove, when the going gets hard, the real you comes out. So just be yourself and carry yourself with extreme confidence, because that, more than anything else, women love a confident man. You know why women love a confident man more than anything else? Because she likes showing stuff off. If you don't believe that, just like this finger here, this ring finger, a woman ain't gonna show off the any teeny weeny, ring. Give her that big one. She gonna be, I just don't know. Anything she can do to show off that ring, she gonna do it. It's the same thing with a man, because women love to compete with certain things. If she got a man that's confident, that got that swag, know how to carry himself, she gonna be able to show off that man. Just speaking the truth, speaking real. Number 4, chivalry. Chivalry. Okay. There's a saying out there that chivalry is dead. Or there's another saying out there, chivalry is dead, then women killed it. I got a whole lot to say about the women's rights movement. I'm not going to say it in this video because this is a video for fellas. But, fellas, there are women out there that still desire to have chivalry. Still desire for us to open up the door. Still desire for us to pull out their seat. It's still desire for us to get their order, and then once the waiter comes, to order for the both of them. There's still women out there that loves a man to be polite to them, be soft to them, and not, so hard and act like you DMX all the time. Hey, all this stuff. Nobody really want to be around that 24/7, especially a woman. And so chivalry, it's okay to be nice to a woman, to be polite, to respect the woman. It's okay for that. Bring it back. If you think it's dead, revive it. If you think it's dead, bring it back to life. Because I, for one, can say that with women, you have to reel them in, to say the least. You have to have a way to bring them in. There's a saying out there, you can attract more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. I think that's how it goes. May not be, but I think so. Either way it go, let's be sweet, let's be nice. Nothing wrong with that. I understand in front of the fellas you don't want to show all that intimacy and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, who we trying to sleep with? Well, if I had a crowd, there'll be an amen right there. Who we trying to sleep with? Or at the end of the day, who you getting to bed with? Your fellas or your lady? So, be sweet. All right, number 5, security. Security. Women love security, want to feel like she's secure with her man, that a man can provide for her, that he's responsible. Now, let's get this, let's point it out clearly, because yes, she wants to feel secure within the confines of a marriage and a relationship. Every woman wants that. But she wants to first see it in you and me. Women want to see that we can secure ourselves. We can set up a great life for ourselves and then bring them into it. To the point where everything that she brings is an asset to what we already have. It's a hard lesson I had to learn, but I have learned it, that women, in this 2017, with the last 2 generations, with Generation X, the millennials, and what's really going to be crazy with Generation Z, we have men that have been primarily raised by women, and we're so used to a woman being the end-all answer to everything in our lives. So it translates to every relationship we have. The girlfriend, our fiance, our wives. We expect women to bail us out of every situation we're in, and we're no longer taking the lead and providing our own lives and bringing them into the situation as an asset to what we already have. So, couple things: be responsible, be consumed with success, be consumed by success. Meaning, my mind every day is focused on how can I be successful. How can I be more successful today than I was on yesterday? What new business venture can I go after? What new avenue of my passion can I pursue that will allow me to have, to see success in this area? And that is what attracts women. Women are attracted to success more than anything. If you remember that movie, I Think I Love My Wife, Chris Rock's character eventually ventured off and started chasing a woman that wasn't his wife. And his boss told him, you can lose a lot of money chasing women, but you'll never lose a woman chasing money. Women are attracted to success. Women are attracted to men who pursue their goals. And the last thing with security, women wants to feel physically secure. She wants to know that she's protected by us. That I ain't saying everything that go down, you throwing down every 5 minutes, but she wants to know if push come to shove, would you risk your life for her? Would you put your life on the line for her? Is her well-being intact? Now, I ain't talking about the women out there that talk all the noise and get on these fights all day, arguments all day, every day. So that's why I'm gonna tell my man to come whoop yo. I ain't talking about them women. If you with that type of woman, you need to run right now. Unless she's your wife, you gotta work it out. But if you dating a woman like that, you need to run right now. But anyway, woman wants to feel like she's secure, that my man has a plan for us. That's number 5. Moving on. Number 6, put her first. You gotta put that woman first. He said it best in that song, man. We gotta put him first. But put him first over others. Meaning others like family, your mama. Yes, your mama. Over friends, over your homeboys, man. Go back to what I said earlier. Who are you going home with? Who are you sleeping with? I'm not going to say that, y'all. I'm not going to say it. Who are you sleeping with? At the end of the day, do not choose others over your spouse, over your girlfriend, whoever it may be. Because if you're dating, seriously dating, you got to establish now that I'm going to protect and put my woman first and leave and cleave to my wife when that time comes. But another part of this has to be not only put her over others, you have to inconvenience yourself for her. I'm not saying to put her over you, because the love that you give her cannot supersede the love you have for yourself. If you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. So I'm not saying put her over you, but I'm saying you have to inconvenience yourself at times to put her first. Meaning, there's a DVR on the TV, so let me press pause on the game real fast and go give her a foot massage. Let me not go hang out with the fellas right now because I just remembered that today is a special day. Let me go take her out. Or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying random examples. But it has to be a time where we understand that, okay, I need to put her first over my wants. And that's what women appreciate, women think are sexy. Number 7, do not stop dating her. Do not stop dating her. See, the thing is, fellas, we do so much to get a woman. Let's be point blank. let's be frank. This is one of my greatest sayings I say to my sisters, to my mom who's single now, to women across across my lifespan. I've been saying this for years. Every man wants sex. Every man wants sex. So let's stop, beating around the bush and stop saying stuff like we don't mean it. I mean, saying it's like it's not true. We all know we want sex. But the thing is, there are some men who are willing to do it the right way. Some men who are willing to do it the right way, be in a relationship or ultimately way to marriage or what you deem as the right way. We all know we shouldn't be around here sleeping with woman after woman, woman after woman. So what we do, we pursue this woman, whether it's through a chase, which I talked about in other videos that we shouldn't, maybe more so shouldn't do. If it was a chase or it was a reaching out for them, or it's some way or another, you had to reach this woman and get to this woman, because we know in the Bible that we should be pursuing the woman. From the Bible, we know that we should pursuing that woman. But some way or another, you have gotten her. You have drawn her attention away from all the other men that she have had or could have had, and she focused her attention on you. So what we did to get her, we have to do to maintain her, or even more. Whatever you did, if you took her to the most expensive restaurant on y'all first date, that's the expectation. And you have to keep doing that. If I can't wait to have me a son and tell him, son, take that girl to Jack in the Box the first day till she get whatever she want on that menu. And how she react to that, let you know. No, I'm just joking, y'all. I'm joking. Either way it goes, we cannot stop dating. We have to continue the pursuit of this prize that we have. I mean, I know guys, we, lose some vigor at times, once we, do our thing. But it's important for us to get back on track and always make this woman feel like the center of our joy. Make her feel like just the center of all of our attention. That we never are stopping in our pursuit of the love we have for her. So let's make them feel that way. All right. Number 8, masculinity. Women love masculinity. She wants to feel that she's with a man's man. I'm trying to say this. Forget that. I ain't politically correct. She don't want to feel like she with a home girl or with a gay dude. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Women wants to feel like she's with a man, not a gay dude. Point blank. It's a time and place for everybody and everything. Women love to hang around gay dudes. That's fine. So when she with you, she wants to know that you are a man. So one thing that women can't stand, that I recently learned, they cannot stand for us to be overly concerned with gay men around them, or overly concerned with gay dudes that we see. What does that mean? That means we on a date, and we one-on-one on a date, and instead of you focusing on her, you see a gay man walking around being flamboyant like they most likely are doing. But we see him walking around, and we so focused on him that we can't focus on her. Man, I wish you sit down somewhere. Gay dudes get on my nerves. Ooh, why dude gotta be gay? I just don't understand why you gotta be gay. Why you focus on him? Women are afraid and concerned if a man is overly homophobic. That's what I just received, and it kind of makes sense, because why are you so concerned about what another man is doing with his sexuality? Why are you so concerned about so much? If you're a real man, that phrase we throw around so much, then you will focus on the woman that's in front of you, or you focus on your situation. Even if a gay dude is trying to hit on you, you don't make it the end of the world. Just somebody that's attracted to you, and you just move on. Say, hey, just like if it was a woman, I'm not into that, and move on. Now, if you touch me, it's a whole different ball game. But that doesn't show that doesn't show an example of masculinity to women. Women wants to know that you're not insecure regarding your sexuality. You're not insecure with, other walks of life. That if it doesn't affect you, why would you really be concerned? That's a good one, fellas. We gotta tip our hat to that. That's a good one. I didn't come up with it. It was brought to me, and it makes a whole lot of sense. So I'm gonna move on. Number 9, affection. Women love affection. Now, I'm a guy who loves affection myself. And a lot of you guys like affection and love affection. But we got to understand the affection that we give to a woman, should be over and above what we even receive. Women love subtle touches. Putting our arm around them. Kiss on the cheek. Grabbing them, hugging them, cuddling. Watching a movie and cuddling. When we say affection to a woman, they ain't always affection. Girl, better move that thing, girl. Ooh, you better go on. Girl, bringing them over here, grabbing them everywhere, that ain't affection, That's us setting them up for what we gonna try to do later on. That's really what it is. But when we really want to be affection, it's the subtle, gentle things that we do. When we want to be affectionate, be subtle, be soft with her. She's a delicate flower. She's a delicate, majority of them are. Delicate. Even if you got the hardest woman out there, you can soften her up with a soft kiss, with a soft hug. A lot of women, and this takes a lot for me to say this because I'm not a defender of women in general myself, but a lot of women are a product of everything they've been through as a kid regarding men. Whether it's their dad left them at a young age, or, think about the majority of our women out there has been molested by so many dudes, or so many different people took advantage of them. So, with that being said, they built up this persona that is harder, so they won't be taken advantage of going forward. So with that, you be the difference. You be the change that she receives. That helps her to get to her next level. Helps her to get to the place where she don't have to have that hard exterior no more. She can soften that up. You be the difference. All right, and number 10, guys, and this is my personal favorite. Lead her. Lead her. Guys, we have a responsibility, whether you are a religious person or not. We have been blessed with the opportunity to be the head, to be the lead. A lot of times it gets frustrating because sometimes that lead and head, it turns into blame. The blame of all things. But I look at it more so now in my life, this part of my life at 30 years old, I'm able to see it as a blessing because we get the opportunity. Just take your woman as an art of clay, a piece of clay. And so much you can do with that to mold it and shape it, to cultivate it, to build it up to whatever you would like it to be. Or should I say, whatever God is leading you to shape it to. And there's a dream and a purpose and a passion within you that if you shape that woman right, that she can birth it. It's something that she can do to propel you to your destination. It's on us, fellas. It's on us. Now, what's one way of doing that? One way of doing that, and also a way that women respect us more, don't agree with everything they say. That goes back to us just trying to get our ultimate goal. A lot of us, we agree with everything, thinking women just want to hear something that they agree with just so we can get inside them draws. But honestly, women respect us more and they're more attracted to a man that can educate them and not necessarily agree with everything they say. Now, if you're a single fella and you are trying to find women and you striking out, well, I advise you, take on that method. Don't be so quick to agree to everything a woman says, because a lot of times you disagree with majority of things they say because women talk from their own perspective. A lot of times. There's not a lot of times that women talk from a global perspective. And men, we kind of look more global. So when we having these conversations with them, it's easy to just agree. Yeah, you're right. And that's what they have around them. Girls who just, girl, you crazy. You're right, girl. All that all day. But men, when we have conversations with another man, it's easy for us to have even people that disagree with us because we can respect each other's perspective. It works the same way with a woman. I promise you. You may keep striking out initially with women who can't respect your opinion, so they move on. And that's great. Let them move on. But you're going to find that one woman who what you're saying will release some old pain in her life. It will release some hurt in her life, and it will provide her with some direction. That you are the perfect person that can lead her to the next phase in her life and give her some purpose. Just because you chose to not be like all the other guys and just agree with everything she says. In turn, by you building her up and cultivating her, that will give her the foresight and allow her to birth your dream. If I had an audience in here, I'd be getting a standing ovation. It's true, y'all. I promise you it's true. I promise you it's true. If you think about all the power couples out there, we can rattle them off by name, but it's so many women that have so many men that has cultivated a woman, and that woman helped birth that man's dream. So it works. Everybody has a position to play. We all have to play it. Even going back to the hard women out there, fellas. If you got a woman out there that's just super hard and she want to lead all the time, don't even talk about it. Just lead. You love her, you lead her. I'm talking to my married fellas, because if you with a hard woman and you dating and she don't want to take down or just allow you to lead in anything, you got to make that decision and see if it's really the best thing for you, brother. But for my married fellas, I don't encourage divorce at all. So I believe everything can be worked out. I want to encourage all the fellas out there that if you are struggling to lead, just do it. Don't worry about what it looks like, how her response is going to be. Just do it. I ain't saying, you need to do what I say. I ain't saying all that. You lead by example first. And your voice will begin to have more merit. Your voice will have more authority. Lead by example. All right. So this is your boy Mel on Mars. This is a grand topic. And I know a lot of you may agree with it, may disagree. But I want you to tell me what you think. Minimize this right now. Shoot me a comment. Hit the like button. Hit the dislike button. Whatever you choose to do. But ultimately, I want you to share this with somebody. Put this on your social media page. All the women that's watching this, put this on your social media page. You don't have to tag any guys you like. But if you know that you want some guys to see that's on your page, put it on there. If you know some guys that you that's in a group chat that you text every day that you want them to see this, tag them, get it to them, get this information to the fellas. Allow us to know what it takes to love you and to get your attention and to be sexy for you. Let's do this together, guys. And as always, let's grow. Peace.
Gold jewelry shining so bright, strawberry champagne on us. Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you.